About 2 weeks ago, I made something in Unity, and that was a basic movement system with broken animation. And now, about 3 weeks later, it's actually a playable base. I finally built the base of my 2D fighting game. Hello there, I'm building a 1v1 pixel art fighting game in Unity. Just me experimenting Unity and learning it and slowly making something playable that I can enjoy in the future. So far, I'll show you the movement system I have made, and the attack system menus and the UI. First up, character movement. I've got the character moving left and right using Unity's rigid body 2D system. Flipping the character when the movement of direction changes. I connected that with basic animation, idle and walk, and that's just basically it. Then came attacks, a light and heavy attack which deals more damage than the light one, each with its own animation, hitbox and trigger logic. I also built a simple main menu. I mean, it's extremely simple, like it's just a black screen with some buttons on it. So the first button is play, the second button is options, and the third button is quit, which quits the game. It's just functionality that a game needs. There is no just candy looking animations or effects. After the defeat and win logic, so when a character loses or wins, there's a clean in-game UI with basic win text that pops up when one player wins the condition. Simple and basic, but it does the job. This part, I implementing a working options menu where players can rebind their controls. I used enums and player prefs to store and apply the keybinds to the characters in a custom rebinding script. Took some trial and error and some 9 hours of pain for the brain to fix. However, you want no hard coding controls, of course, so you get to have some freedom. I also have added some sound effects to the characters, so mainly attack sounds and menu click sounds, and yeah. So here comes the big part. You don't know how stupid amount of time I spent on a easy bug that was right in front of me. And that was 9 hours of brain gone. Just gone. For some stupid non-logical reasons, I was assigning the audio clips to the script and not to the audio source game object. Oh boy, that was hard. But hey, it's working now and I don't mind that. Of course, things didn't go perfectly as I wanted. Well, nothing is perfect in this world, is it? As I said earlier about the audio bug, and then I had to somehow fix keybinds. Keybinds were working, but they didn't show on the options menu, but worked for the characters. Well, that happened because I missed the part where I would change the button labels to show the keys in their prefs. Yeah. Now, the next bug isn't a bug, is just a workaround that I did with pixel art. For some reason, I was using Kirita to make my health bar in pixel art, and I would just create it and just export, and it didn't look right. It was extremely blurry for some reason. It was fine in the app, it looked sharp, but everywhere else it was blurry in Unity even. And the fix I found was to go to advanced export in Kirita and then scale it to 2600 times to make it bigger so it won't show blurry in Unity or anywhere else. And that was confusing to me because I think it's supposed to be a vector that scales up and down automatically according to the editor I am using. But it is what it is, I guess. So now the foundation is in place, movement, attacks, menus all working. Next up, I'm going to probably add a new character, probably going to try making it myself with pixel art, Kirita, Inkscape and stuff like that. I probably should add new attacks and effects for it. I do intend to add sound effects more, and Dev 3 will probably cover that. So stick around if you're into indie game dev, stuff like this. Catch you in the next one.